Hey, good morning. It's Mike Zschunke with Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shift One Properties in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're going to talk about residential, we're going to talk about commercial, and we're going to talk about the economy. I hope you all had a good holiday, enjoyed some family time with your family. 4th of July, it's an important holiday. Anyway, let's get to it. We're going to be real quick here. Residential. Inventory, still an issue. Multiple listing service. We're down 287 single-family detached homes. Maricopa County, we're down 222 single-family detached homes. And in Scottsdale, we're back to January of 2024 numbers. Down 71 single-family detached homes on the market. 1,123 available for sale. Single-family detached homes, it's a more stable number there. Take out the condos and apartments and things like that. Those you will see in the other homes available for rent or single-family or homes available to purchase. But we like to stick to single-family detached. That gives us a more stable number of what the inventory is actually doing. Up 25% from last year, but still we're down. You know, there's not a whole lot of inventory out there, and there's a lot of competition. We've been looking around this week for a couple of clients, and there's a lot of competition out there on single family homes. So make a strong offer. CoreLogic came out as record equity. People are sitting on record equity. Most people that have a mortgage are in the 2, 3, maybe 4%. So they're not going anywhere. Of course, we're still going to have the daily life activities that we've always had. You know, the death, divorce, the life changes, and that's going to bring houses to market. But they're not building fast enough, and so it's a problem. This is not going to solve itself overnight. So anyway, prices are holding steady. We're up about 6% year over year. Pretty balanced market in the Scottsdale and Phoenix area. Of course, number of transactions is down, but that goes back to inventory. So we're pretty balanced. If the home is priced right, it sells. And also, you know, I'm noticing, we looked at an awesome place in Chandler this week on a 1/4 acre. It needs a lot of work, but, you know, comparing prices to the neighborhood, if you want the top dollar for your property, it's got to be in perfect shape. It's got to be in really nice shape. People just don't want to do the work. They want to move in and start their life. So you're going to take a hit if it's not quite perfect. Perfect shape, and make sure the expensive things are done. Roof, you know, windows, AC. AC is important to make sure their AC is current, and then you can get top dollar here. But there's a lot of competition out there. Like I said, people moving. We had a lot of expireds. June 30th is always a popular. People put their house on the market January 1st. They have a 6-month contract. Their agent promised them the world, didn't quite do their research, so priced the house too high. Actually, there's a couple that we did not take the listing because we didn't want to. Doesn't do us any good, and it doesn't do the seller any good. And we saw them expire the other day. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll call. You know, we should probably pick up the phone and call them and see how we can help. But like I said, I'm not a salesman. I'm here to get you where you need to be. Another interesting thing in the residential, I saw foreclosures up 200%. Well, 200% of 1 is 2. So foreclosures is irrelevant. There's so few right now, and most of them don't go through. I've said it before. The banks don't want the real estate. They're going to renegotiate for those that are in trouble. Most people are in the 3% mortgages, and they're not going anywhere. They're going to pay their house payment first. So I hope people didn't learn back in 2008 that they can walk away, because it's tough to get out of. But anyway, residential, it's strong. It's strong. There's just a lot of people moving here. We've been busy looking for a couple of properties. We're working on this other deal. Twice this week I heard, Mike, I'll never buy a property without you. 1 commercial and 1 residential. Client's mother got kind of suckered into buying a house she can't afford as an investment property, vacant for a few months. She got behind on the payments, so we're going to make it work. We're under contract. We're going to make it work. If it wasn't for me and the other agent on the other side is awesome. I mean, we're down to $100 to make this thing happen on a $400,000 house. Numbers are super tight, and it's going to be $100 difference. So funny, Arizona, a lot of things are online. In Connecticut, New York, other states, Virginia, you meet at the attorney's office, everybody talks and discusses, and you have the closing there. Arizona, you sign the closing actually before the closing date a lot of times. Everything's done kind of electronically and online, so you miss that. If you never meet the sellers and you never meet the buyers. Very rarely do you. Where back east, you all sit and you have a conversation. If we had this deal going back east, I'd pull out $100 out of my wallet and say, let's make it happen. But that doesn't happen here. There's just a little lack of communication. But this other agent's awesome, so we're going to make it happen, I hope. We'll see. And I feel bad for the lady, but my client, realized, he said, I'm never purchasing anything without you. Brings us to you make your money on the buy side. In real estate, everybody wants a deal. But the market is what it is. You can't estimate the market, what it's going to be in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years. You don't know what the market's going to do. So I say you make your money, you buy it at a good price, and that's kind of builds in your equity right off the bat. And then you don't have to worry about the end game, your exit strategy as much. So that's what we do. We help. We do what's best for you. So anyway, commercial. Market's tightened up pretty much, and it's all due to financing. We're seeing some deals in mom and pop retail, and medical office is interesting. We're seeing a lot of medical offices come up. Our doctor's retiring, but I've said in the past, we help people because I've been through it. We had the chiropractic offices back east, and we didn't own the real estate. We're working with the dentist now to see how they can own their own real estate for their practice, and then they have an asset to sell. And we love that stuff. Like Murphy at MOAZ, we stopped by yesterday. They had their opening day, and he's just happy. We had a good conversation. Super excited. He's paying himself rent for his business. And just, it's thinking out of the box and how can we get that's kind of where we specialize. The small business owner, you need a building for your business. You need a house for you and your employees and maybe some investment properties. And that's kind of where we come in. We look at the whole picture. How can we help you get to where you need to be for long term, for generational wealth? And, it feels good. We had 9/11, Baja 911. They're rocking over in Peoria and MOAZ. It's good when we can see that the business owners had made some good decisions and they're just happy. It was rocking yesterday, so awesome to see. I love seeing that. It makes us feel good, and it's why we do what we do. Like I said, we don't sell anything. We're a service, feel-good business, and we run the numbers, and truthfully, can it work or can it not work? We're not always the good guy. Sometimes we're the bad guy. So actually, lately, we're the bad guy a lot, but in the end, if the numbers work, it works. So that's awesome. We love doing that. So the economy had a soft jobs number this morning. Non-farm payrolls up 206,000. A little higher than expected. Unemployment rose to 4.1%. Interesting, though, 74% of those jobs that were created were government and healthcare jobs. So that's kind of interesting. You have to look, like Rick Santelli said, look at the quality of the jobs report. And then they had a revision back to May's number. They overestimated May's number by 100,000. That's pretty significant, so that's why you're seeing the bond market drop a little bit today. I've seen the bond market drop a little bit today because inflation is getting under control. And like I said last week, we still have inflation. Inflation is not decreasing, but the rate of inflation is getting better. So we are getting under control. Chairman Powell and some other Fed presidents came out this week. Everybody wants them to drop rates, and they said, no, it's too early. And I completely agree with them. It's all about money supply and how much money is in the economy. There's a lot of private money out there sitting on the sidelines waiting to see what this election year is going to do, what's going to happen with the economy. But the Fed does not want to rock the boat now. People are talking about a September rate cut. I don't think so. I think that's too close to the election. The Fed does not want to rock the boats. Of course, I don't know. Nobody can predict the economy. Interesting, my wife came to me this morning. She said, this brought me this article. Housing stocks rise on the news of the UK Labour. Well, that didn't make sense to me. I don't know if you've read about the UK Labour Party elections they had yesterday. And I don't know a whole lot about that. But I said, well, why would housing rise if depending on the UK economy? Maybe a little bit. But then when I read to it, it talked about the UK housing builders. Their stocks are rising because I guess with the economy over there, they're going to expect rates to drop and see some infrastructure building. But pay attention to the headlines. You know, 10-year right now is trading about 4.3%. 10 years down a little bit this week. We should see a drop in mortgage rates this week a little bit. But details matter. You know, it's interesting. You got to really read in the details, and we'll stop there. It's interesting. You know, we're busy. We're super busy. We're as busy as we want to be, but we're always willing to help. Pick up the phone if we can help you buy or sell real estate. Let's just have a discussion. I'm a big phone call conversation. A lot gets missed in texts and emails and things like that. Let's meet face to face. Let's have a conversation. Can I help you sell your property? Can I help you buy your property? What are you looking for? What are your goals? And that's what we like to do. That's what we specialize in. And I wanted to say we're really good at pricing properties. So anyway, have a great day. Be smart. Be safe. This got a lot of paperwork to do today. I know we're going to support a friend over in Paradise Valley. He's got a nice $6 or $6.5 million listing we're going to go check out. So anyway, give us a shout. 203-733-5877. We're here to help. And have a great day. Be smart, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Bye.